Yeet! 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 I want 5 of them!
What's going on, my geeks? Watashi wa kakui otaku. Homebase no serenity e yokoso. Kyou wa Fortnite wo sakai o suku ni suete hanashite ageru. In the last video, I showed you my loadout for the Battle Breakers promotional hero, Razor, and why I have so much fun with it. Today, I'm going to challenge that loadout.
Challenge!
To see just where kunais can really go. And to do that, I'm going to challenge her with Overtaker Hiro. You may remember that I had him in support for Razor in the last video. You remember? You remember. But I want to try him out as commander to see if he's any better. So his perk lowers the cooldown of Kunai Storm by 2 seconds for each elimination in support and 4.5 seconds as commander. I'll get to the cooldown bit in a moment. Overtaker Hiro has a much more pleasant ability kit for my playstyle, as he has not only Kunai Storm, but also Dragon Slash and Smoke Bomb. This may make this not that fair of a fight because Razor doesn't have Dragon Slash, but honestly I feel like it's the only way to fight back against the power of her kunais. Let's take a look now at the loadout. The team perk, as you may have expected, is Happy Holidays, which you unlock by unlocking the new Jilly Teacup Outlander from the Misfit Toys mini quest line. It reduces all ability cooldowns by 40% when you have 3 heroes with 2 or more stars in support. And of course, it does stack independently from other cooldown reduction perks.
Sweet!
Like Kunai Collection. With Overtaker Hero as commander but without Happy Holidays, it takes 4 eliminations to remove the 15-second cooldown immediately. However, that cooldown is 9 seconds with the Happy Holidays team perk, so you would only need 2 eliminations at that point. And that makes this ability so incredibly spammable.
Spam, 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 and spam!
At the same time, Happy Holidays drops the cooldown on Dragon Slash to 6 seconds. So I'm going to buff it in my normal way with Dragon Scorch and Wings of the Dragon, which increases the range of Dragon Slash to 3 tiles.
Yeet! Yeet!
Then I've got Snuggle Specialist Sarah for Tail of the Dragon, which causes Dragon Slash to leave behind an energized trail, dealing 26 base energy damage. Next up is Razor and her 12 daggers that are unleashed with Kunai Storm and seek targets, dealing 32 base damage.
Have no man's dagger here, a point from me.
The rest of the loadout is straight from the Razor loadout with Willow in her perk Ghoulish Cackle, which increases ability damage up to 37.5% based on the percentage of your missing health. And lastly, Fallen Love Ranger Jonesy and Fuel for the Fallen, which restores 6 energy over 3 seconds for each elimination, with the time refreshing with each additional elimination. Of course, as always, and you're probably getting tired of hearing me say this by now, I round out the loadout with my standard gadgets of stationary hover turrets and adrenaline rush. This challenge is going to be formatted in the exact same way that I did the Harvester Sarah vs Swordmaster Ken challenge. I'm taking both loadouts into an encampments mission on private to see just how far they get. But this time it's in Twine Peaks, so each character will have only 1 revive, meaning 2 lives. If they die on their second life, that's where their challenge ends. Whichever loadout lasts the longest and is the most effective will be the winner. So let the challenge begin.
She say allons-y, Mark. Allons-y. Look sharp, Rose Tyler. Allons-y.
Here we are in the first part of this test as Razor. Let's go find this first encampment. It took me a little bit to find it. It was actually behind me. But let's go ahead and find this encampment and take it down real quick. A lot of extra husks around it here. I want a blaster. We'll make quick work of him. Alright, time for some eggs. And then the next one's all the way on the other side of the map, from one corner to the other, with a smasher. So let's actually take the smasher out before I trigger the encampment, just like we did in the last video. Just like what I said in the last video. When all those daggers hit the smasher, it's incredibly satisfying. I love it. Alright, see if we can get some chains going now. Got a couple. Oh, you're all the way down there. Okay. And then you're over here. What are you doing? You're just standing there. You're just standing there looking at a rock. A lot of propanes on this one today. Kind of interesting. I mean, I'd kind of rather have propanes than shielders, at least for this kind of mission. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. Let's go on to number 4 now.
15 minutes
get some more chains going. I got 4 in a row there. See if we can get 4 again here. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Clusters ran out a little quickly that time. Hello. Number 5 on the tennis court. Lots of shielders. It looks like the kunais took out the shield, so that's good. It's just really helpful to know that they will actually go through the shields. Now we're into the super encampment, so it's about to get a little harder. We've got the blasters coming in now. All right, who's left? Oh, it's a taker. Is he just frozen in the air there? That was kind of funny. That was not necessarily a good deployment of the kunais. The kunais are legitimately all about the placement. If you are in the wrong place when you deploy them, it's not going to be as effective. I mean, it'll still do some damage, but it's not going to be as effective. Oh, and then I just walk right into a bee dude and die. Oh, man. Blasters are a bit of an issue, as you can tell. I know I'm getting to be a broken record about the blasters, but they really can be a problem with this loadout. Use one there. Use another here. Oh. Why did I switch over to the Wraith? That was a mistake. Alright, use another kunai. Oh, good lord. That's not what you want. Well, that's that. Jumping in on the second part of the test with Overtaker Hiro. You'll notice I've actually taken off the helmet. I prefer his look without the helmet. I'm probably the only one who does. But let's take down this first encampment here.
Clear the encampment.
Oh, that was a terrible use of kunais. Just use the Dragon Slash then. Alright, here we go. There we go, that was better. That was better. Not great, but that's what we got Dragon Slash for. Well, if I use my kunais right, see what we can do with this one. Yeah, getting to throw kunais and then doing a Dragon Slash is actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's see if I can get some more use out of the kunais here. Oh, there we go. Now, that's what I'm talking about. And then I just throw a Dragon Slash at them. Wait for them all to spawn in here. Alright, kunais. 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 Yeet. 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 And yeet. I'm going to stop that now. This isn't a laser beam video.
Well, I want 5 of them.
Oh, goodness. Another smasher again. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get those crystal daggers in there. All right. All right, so first super encampment. Let's see how they do here. All right. Dragon Slash time. So, like, the great thing, honestly, in my opinion, about having Dragon Slash in this build is that whenever I don't have kunais to throw, I can typically do a Dragon Slash instead, and it helps out. Oh, no one invited you to this party. You're not part of this encampment. Go away. Some Dragon Slash here. Kunais. Oh, goodness. I should have led with the kunais, maybe, I'm thinking. Yeah, Fuel for the Fallen is definitely helping out as well, because with the ability to have the lower cooldowns, having Fuel for the Fallen in the loadout to get energy back for eliminations definitely helps. I wouldn't be able to throw down the kunais or do Dragon Slashes as much without that. Alright, so that was the last encampment that I completed with Razor. So if I complete the next encampment with Overtaker Hiro, that means he's done better. So let's take this encampment on and see what happens. I still haven't died yet, so that's a good sign for him. Oh, goodness. Take that, get that blaster out of here. See, I love the Mythic Sword so much. It's so helpful. To actually be able to do a ranged attack with a sword, it's come in helpful so many times. Just like it did there a second ago. Kunais for everyone. And Dragon Slashes. Alright, here we go. Last wave. Doing good. Do a Dragon Slash. It looks like potentially with Overtaker Hiro, I might actually finish the mission without dying, which is going to be awesome, honestly. And what makes it even better is I don't actually have the really overpowered kunais. Like, I don't have the eggs. I don't have the bananas, you know? All right, here we go. Final wave. That was a bad throw of the kunais, but it still worked out for me somehow. Take that. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Overtaker Hero finished the mission. So I think it's pretty clear who the winner is here. We'll look at the scores in just a moment. Actually, no, we won't, because of course it timed out. Awesome. So I can't even get to see my scores with Overtaker Hero. That's great. Well, let's just jump on back to home base anyway and talk about what we did here. So Razor lasted just over 12.5 minutes, made it to the second wave of the third super encampment before running out of lives, and got a combat score of 8,612. On the other hand, Overtaker Hero lasted 15 minutes, completed all 9 encampments, and never died. The game timed out on the results, so I wasn't able to see what his combat score was, but I think it's clear that it had to be...
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Which means that the winner here was Overtaker Hero. It's interesting that it happened like this. I honestly still love Razor, and I'm probably going to keep using her, depending on how I feel, but this is the first time that a challenge has actually been so effective that the challenger came out on top. I know some might say it was strictly because of the addition of Dragon Slash, and that might be true. If it is though, that means it took adding something just as spammable on top of the kunais to beat Razor's insanely powerful kunais, which to me just goes to show how incredible Razor is. But that does make Overtaker Hero officially my 5th favorite hero loadout in the game right now. Now, as usual, let's go over how you can get a hold of these heroes yourself. Overtaker Hero is a hero that comes from a quest unlocked after completing Canny Valley SSD 2. 4 hero quests will unlock at that point, and there is another set of 4 after you complete each of the first 4. Complete the first ninja quest to unlock Forged Fate, and the second one unlocks Overtaker Hero. Dragon Scorch is a base game hero and can be recruited from the collection book under the Ninjas section for a cost of 3,000 training manuals and 100 legendary flux. Snuggle Specialist Sarah has actually just come back to the store with the last store reset in January, so she can be recruited from the current llama shop under items on the event item side for 2,800 gold, presumably for the rest of the season. Razor is the first promotional hero to come to save the world, as she came from a crossover event with another Epic Games game, Battle Breakers! If you link your Battle Breakers to your Save the World account and play the game to where you get to level 20, you will unlock Razor and save the world. As I said in the last video, getting to level 20 is pretty easy, typically only taking about an hour to 3 hours at most. Willow was a new hero we got during Fortnitemares this season that was unlocked in a mini quest line. If you didn't unlock her in that mini quest line, you should be able to recruit her using a hero voucher next season if you have any remaining. Unfortunately, you cannot use one on her right now. Lastly, Fallen Love Ranger Jonesy was recruited as part of last year's Love Storm event. You can currently recruit him from the collection book using a hero voucher, but I would wait until the end of this month to see if he comes back with a Valentine's Day event. Epic has not said anything about that yet, but it would be best to wait and see what happens. That's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I still think it's interesting that the results of this challenge were that the challenger won. In the other challenges, it was usually a close tie, and the choice between the two became completely situational. And then with Fragment Flurry Jess versus Cyberclops, the challenger completely lost because it did not feel like playing a Reclaimer. So I'm actually kind of glad that Overtaker Hero won this one. With the finish of the top 5 loadouts, that means what's up next on the channel is either going to be the Twine Peaks SSD2 videos or the Stonewood 7 through 10 video, and whichever I go with will hopefully be uploaded next week. If you liked what you saw or want to see any of the videos I just mentioned, please make sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you can see each new video as soon as it goes live. Also, if you have a different way that you would build Overtaker Hero, please leave a comment down below. We all learn from others in this game, so please show me what you would do differently. As always, shoutouts to my favorite Save the World content creators, both past and present: Latana, Demon Joe France, David Dean, Tori X, Aiden Harris, Rounded Tic Tac, Death Grip, Nilek Dreams, X Samantha, and Enforcer. I've linked all their channels down below. Oshicho arigatou gozaimashita, and stay cool, geeks. Itakimasu.
Yeet!